Hi. Sorry to interrupt the very relaxing few clips you had of my local park there, and ignore my hair. As always, just ignore my hair. Bad wash day, curly hair problems, anyway. So all of those clips, which is to say, very relaxing, right? Very chill, very like, oh, this is a nice vlog. Yeah, they were all filmed on Tuesday, which, oh, I miss peace and tranquility in the world. So originally this vlog was going to be like a very relaxing sort of short film type video where it was just going to be like, yeah, very relaxing clips of romanticising the autumn. And yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen, obviously, because I'm here to rant about how difficult it is trying to romanticize your life and the time of year when everything else around you seemingly is blowing up, literally combusting spontaneously at any given point. I made a video last week about how Liz Truss sacked Kwasi Kwarteng as the Chancellor of the Exchequer, like that was the most crazy thing ever. If you know UK politics this week, it was the calm before the storm. Yeah, it was the calm before the storm. I was writing on Facebook yesterday how like, oh yeah, wasn't it funny at conference we were all like, oh my god, this is so funny about the U-turn and the mini budget. How fatal is that? Oh my god, weakness, handing a ticket to Labour, and now we're here. Liz Truss's leadership lasted 45 days, and she has gone down in history, at least, as the shortest running Prime Minister we have ever had in this country. What is the UK? What is 2022? What is the UK? I don't know anymore. And on top of that, both of my parents have COVID, so every time I go downstairs, I have to put my mask on for the first time in a year. They're never going on a cruise again. Yeah, my parents came back from a cruise last week and brought COVID with them, even though my dad came back with a cold and it was testing negative first time, but on Monday they tested again, but both of them, because my mum started to show symptoms, and yeah, they both tested positive. So that's fun in the household today, if you guys wanted to know what's going on with me. But yeah, I wanted to make this video a little bit about trying to romanticize the autumn whilst everything else is seemingly blowing up. And we're seeing a lot of videos now on YouTube in the sort of the lifestyle category, which is very much, you know, an evening night routine, autumn night routines, you know, day in my life, cozy, kind of aesthetic vlogs. We're seeing a lot of those keywords, you know, and if you guys watched my sort of problems with YouTube video that got like over 2,000 views in for 48 hours, which was crazy, I'll link that up there, then you'll know my relationship with the whole keyword, the whole thing with SEOs and putting generic keywords in things just to get things to be seen. But as much as, you know, it is a problem with YouTube in general, I do appreciate all kind of the relaxing, calming, romanticising your life kind of content at the moment, because obviously we are moving into a darker period in terms of weather, especially in the UK. I'm in the north, so it makes it even worse. It's northwest of the UK. If it's gonna be rainy, if it's gonna be dull, it's gonna be here. I mean, today it's not too bad. I'll show you. So as you can see, you know, the weather today is not too bad. There's a bit of blue sky going on here. It has rained a little bit. There's some clouds, but other than that, you know, it's a lot better than yesterday, which was completely and utterly dull and slightly foggy, weirdly. Even though I still went out for a walk. I mean, I still went out for my walk, and that was fine, you know. I'm listening to kind of the wrong type of music at the moment than what I should be. I usually listen to kind of more sort of calming, sort of chill, like Phineas and Billie Eilish and that kind of thing. Especially last year, I still have my playlist from last year, which was like Adele's new album. Well, it's a year old now, but Adele's new album, and Billie Eilish's new album, and same with Phineas's new album at the time, you know, so I still have all that to listen to, but to get me kind of in the nicer, more chill mindset, which I'm just not listening to that at the moment. I listen to a lot more hyper stuff, which is probably not the stuff I should be listening to. Yeah, as I say, I do appreciate a lot of like the romanticising this time of year content at the moment, because obviously we're going into the darker periods of the year and shorter days and dull weather and whatever, and you know, trying to avoid seasonal depression is the goal. So trying to find the nice bits about this time of year, like the sort of the silver linings over the grey clouds, you know, and that kind of thing. Still trying to romanticise the colder weather, even though we're not getting as much sunlight. It does really help in terms of trying to avoid terrible mental health. Does it work all the time? No. Do we still feel very miserable? Yes. Because, you know, you can't, nothing's a miracle cure, but you're just trying to do like small things like that does actually help. So that's why I was trying to do like a very relaxing vlog today, in terms of just trying to film like the little bits, like the little nice things that happen during my day. Ignore my fridge and just ignore my hair. Trying to find just like the little nice things about the days and, you know, all these little things that I was doing to try and, you know, as Jade would say, casual magic. If you guys follow Unjaded Jade, then you know what I mean with that. Yeah, but unfortunately, as I say, that didn't happen because politics just blew the phone. Like, honestly, being somebody who's involved in politics who doesn't live in London is probably the most frustrating thing right now, because all I want to do is be there, just run to the Red Lion as soon as anything happens, just to get all the gossip. But yeah, unfortunately I don't live there, nor do I have the money to just be jumping on a train and running all the way down there, unfortunately, because if I did, God only knows I would be jumping on a train right now and running down there. Absolutely mad. But as I say, I do want to be making more politics content. It seems weird at the moment that I'm trying to plan this series, which is all about talking about sort of past leaderships and past scandals and past, you know, things that happened in the past that now affect today. But with everything that's going on being so mad and so different, it's like, I mean, this is going to go down in the history books. This whole palaver is going to go down in the history books as probably one of the most chaotic times in politics we've ever had. Because it's like, she's the shortest running PM we've ever had, is Liz Truss. 45 days, that was it. The lettuce out dinner, you know. If you're on Twitter, you know what I mean. But honestly, she was outdone by a lettuce. Boris is in the front runner? I don't know. Anything but Keir Starmer. And yes, I've been talking about my politics series and everything, just mentioning that again. I've tried to sort of have a bit of a conversation with myself about being like, do I be unbiased? Do I show my biases? Do I try and be objective? And I'm like, Anna, it's you. You can't be fully objective. That would just be disingenuous to your own personality. It's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. So I am going to be a bit more open about my biases. Yes, I'm a little bit right-leaning. Does that mean I'm against LGBTQ and everything? No. Okay, that's one thing it doesn't mean, okay? And I think I mentioned that in my last video. So socially I do lean very much to the left of the party. I'm very progressive, but economically I like free market capitalism. That's just, you know. But yeah, those are my biases, and I'm gonna be open about those. However, the series I'm going to do is very much like an educational thing, but we'll probably be putting a few of my opinions in there as they come. But yeah, so I still need to plan that series. I'm still saying it like it's already happening, and it's not. Yeah, just wanted to mention that again, considering that I've talked a lot about politics again in this video. But yeah, so for those of you, the moral of this story basically is, for those of you who like me are struggling to romanticize this time of year and are feeling a little bit stressed but basically feel like the world is falling apart around them, especially if you're in the UK. I'm feeling the same. This is the case of you're not alone. What I recommend you do, especially if you're like me, someone who keeps up with politics quite a lot, is like, yeah, don't quit your day job, don't quit your hobby, you know, like obviously stay informed about these things, because as somebody who is interested in politics and it's like a hobby of mine, I like to stay fully informed, and you know, I am part of that community, so, you know. But at the same time, you also need to focus on your own things and make sure that your life does not depend on what's going on in UK politics, which is something I need to work on at the moment. I'm trying to focus on my own stuff. I've relaunched Student Reform Collective, by the way, my student organisation. Links will be in the description. So if you're in university at the moment who needs a bit of advice as to how to live a little bit healthier life as a student without falling into kind of the all-nighter kind of Red Bull pot noodle kind of stereotype, which in the long run will not lead to very healthy habits kind of post-university going into your adult life. If you need help with that, that's what Student Reform Collective is all about. Again, links in the description for that. So yeah, that's something I'm working on, and as I say, that's what I'm trying to do. That's where I'm at the moment, is trying to focus on my own stuff and just try not to have a breakdown over the state of this country. Yeah, so you know, it's not always easy to, you know, do what everyone seems to be doing on social media and just having the best time and being that girl and, you know, with the pumpkin spice lattes and autumn walks and Ugg boots and whatever else they're really enjoying at the moment. Yeah, it's not always easy to be that person as much as we want to be, because life happens and you'd have to take in these things. But yeah, I would just be a lot more conscious about how much media you are actually taking in. So I just wanted to make this video to basically say it's okay. The world is blowing up around us, and it's okay to acknowledge that, so that it's okay to feel a little bit like you're losing hope, but at the same time make sure you're focusing on your own stuff and your own life outside what's going on in politics. But yeah, so we'll romanticize things in our own way. It's fine. It's okay. We will get through this storm, okay? We will get through this storm. So I just wanted to make this video saying that I'll be back next week with a video. I don't know what it's gonna be. My luck, it's probably gonna be the first episode in that politics series I'm on about, but I need to do a lot of research before I do that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. Also, make sure to follow me on all my social media. Names which will be, as always, at the end of this video. And yeah, try and hold strong, folks. Hold strong. We're gonna get through this, okay? I will see you guys in the next one.